network. Your internet, cable TV, and phone service will be unmatched in Ainsworth and the surrounding areas. Call 866-569-2666 to get more information on these services. Three River is your local broadband provider. Now let's take a look at it. For head coach Heather Painter, her assistant is Caitlin Bartak, and the North Central Lady Knights will start in numerical order. 5'7" senior, number 1, Morgan Lewis. Number 4, 5'6" and a junior, Bridget Lewis. Number 5, 5'6" sophomore, Reese Taylor. Number 10, their setter, 5'6" senior, Addison Anderson. Number 11, 5'3" and a senior, Caitlin Painter. And number 12, 5'10" and a senior, Dahlia Dearmont. Their libero is number 18, 5'1" and a senior, Lainey Pospischel. Starting lineup brought to you by Three River Communications. Well, Connie, we went through the starting lineups there. There is one freshman that looked really good on the JV out there for North Central. What a battle we saw in the JV contest. I just want to talk about the volleys that we saw both teams, and that last set went extra points there, but boy, both teams looked exceptionally well on the younger squads.
Yeah, I was impressed with the overall defense of both teams, and talk about tough serving. I mean, both teams were serving tough, and, great blocking at the net and hitting. I mean, that was a great 3 sets of the JV game.
Well, we do have about a minute left on the warm-up. We'll have the starting lineups and the national anthem. Connie, want to take time to thank you once again for helping us out this year. And we were talking not much in rule changes other than maybe the little things that the coach can do this year.
Right. Well, one is the girls are happy. They get to wear their stud earrings. So, jewelry really has never been an issue. But now it's not an issue, so the girls can wear their stud earrings. The one thing is the assistant coach can now also stand up in the box and, give instruction or signals to serve or whatever. And then the head coach can also stand up and be further back in the coaching box. As long as you're between the 10-foot line and the end of the court, that's the coaching box in volleyball.
And I believe we talked about the libero can also, they expanded where they can go in. And of course, they just got to go in the back.
Right. So they go in the back part of the court where your substitution has to be in the front part of the court from the net to the 10-foot line.
All right, they're trying to get the starting lineups ready to go here. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with North Central and Ainsworth Volleyball right here on KBRB. A big thank you once again this year to our North Central and Ainsworth sportscasters making the broadcast possible from Bassett, Nebraska.
Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Morrison Underground Sprinkler Service of Bassett. Matt and Trish will provide you with a free no-obligation estimate for underground sprinkler installation. Plus, they service and repair existing systems, too. Phone 402-684-3558. Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At GJW, LLC, and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people.
Call the local experts at Best Books and More, 402-497-2724. Everything for your building needs is available from Century Lumber in Ainsworth. Whether you were starting from scratch, remodeling, or just doing a little maintenance, the necessary supplies are waiting for you at Century Lumber on Main Street in Ainsworth.
At West Plains Bank, we're proud to offer the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank in Ainsworth and Springview, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your Zematic by Lindsay dealer offers replacement parts for any brand of pivot, installation and training, superior service when you need it.
Your local electric motor, located just 1 mile east of Ainsworth on Highway 20. Call 387-1071.
Well, Connie, just like that, my summer is gone. Your summer is gone. Bill back there taking care of the dog, probably, while we're here enjoying some volleyball action.
You know, and the temperature in the gym is comfortable.
Yes, yes. I think that's why they moved it here.
Very nice. Yes.
Right? Yes.
And I tell you what, Cody, the crowd right now, it's, I think, standing room only. I mean, both sides of the gym, looks like the bleachers are completely full.
Well, I tell you what, I was talking in my preseason interview with Coach Heather Painter. She played for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Now she coaches the North Central Lady Knights. So she knows what the rivalry is about. Both towns know what the rivalry is about in this volleyball matchup. There's been some superb volleyball matches up and down Highway 20. We talked about how Highway 20 volleyball used to and still is really tough competition up and down the road.
It is. And I tell you what, tonight, it's how these young ladies are going to handle this first game of the year, how amped up they are, and how they can control their emotions, especially when they go back to serve. So tonight, it's important in every match, but tonight, serving is going to be a big key.
What did you tell your girls when you were coaching, first serve, offense or defensively, when you got ready to start your first game of the season?
Well, you know, we would practice breathing to calm yourself down, have a good lift, and contact. And I would always have them say over and in, something positive, over and in. You don't want them back there going, oh, I can't miss the serve, because 9 times out of 10 they'll miss the serve. You want a positive word. So over and in, first serve, and then you can get a little more aggressive.
Well, and the first serve is going to go to the North Central Lady Knights.
And you know, Anderson has an aggressive serve.
And she'll go back to serve from left to right, and we are into the first serve of the season, and a little bit of nerve.
Yep, the jump serve, first lift is so critical.
All right, now back to Ainsworth up 1-0. They're going to send the freshman Addison Held back there. And you want to talk about butterflies?
Did I just say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to calm yourself down, take a deep breath, and think that lift has to be over your hitting shoulder.
1-1. Here's one put in by Lewis. Here comes Ainsworth on the attack. The left side, roll shot by Delmont. Now North Central going to push it out there to Reese Taylor, and it's good. From the left side, she gets it put down. Just a basic, hey, let's get this one set up. Nice pass, Connie, like we always said, and it was there, and North Central scores the first kill. Here comes Ainsworth on attack. Can go out to Delmont again. Picked up by the Knights. Great hustle by Anderson, and a free pass across. Ainsworth scrambles a little bit. Little jump set. Delmont gets a good
That was an excellent set by Addie Held. I think she goes by Addie, right?
Yeah,
Addie,
that's what we're going to call her.
She made a nice jump set to Kendall Delmont, who just pounded it to the deep center.
Kendall changes numbers. She'll wear number 1. Jump serve picked up by the Knights. Back set. Here's a swing on the right side by Painter. Picked up now. Ainsworth back row. Attacked by Temple. Now throw. Trying to get it into. Past the blocker was the North Central Knights. Bridget Lewis, and into the net. Ainsworth up 3-2. I like the attack by Delmont on the last one for the Dogs. She went roll shot, and then she went with a monster swing. And here's an ace serve, the first one of the year for the Bulldogs, and that one goes off of the service hands of Cheyenne Temple.
Oh, and that was such a hard serve that hit Reese Taylor right in the upper chin.
This one, North Central will scramble a bit. They'll get it up front, pushed across by Bridget Lewis. Bridget is in there as well as Morgan, and they're going to get Ainsworth in the net.
Yeah, Kendall just kind of came down into the net.
4-3, our score here. Set number one. Held with the bump set. Joss Good gets her first swing of this season. Picked up nice by the Knights. Back row, this will be Morgan Lewis. Wide left. Ainsworth up 5-3.
Yeah, in that rotation, Ainsworth has Kendall Delmont playing the middle with her great leaping ability. Now Kendall looks like it's going to play right side, and Grayson Painter is going to go left side.
Back to serve, Libro, Brianna Furno here for the Dogs. North Central going to go middle. Dahlia Dearmont through the double block and down for her first kill of the season. We mentioned her early in our pregame.
Yeah, Ainsworth blockers were there. They were straight up and down, and you want to reach over the net.
5-4, Ainsworth in the lead. Now the attack. Kroll with the swing from the middle. Touched and saved by Dearmont. And then a set, our second setter is going to be Caitlin Painter. Going to get called with an illegal hit or a double hit there. And Ainsworth now extends their lead to 6-4. So we have a two-setter system set up for both teams, Connie. Delmont to serve. North Central scrambles, and they run into each other, and it's going to be a point for the Dog. Not an ace serve, Connie, but Addie Anderson was chasing it down, and again, just ran into a teammate there. Ainsworth now with their biggest lead at 7-4. Both teams are led here. This one is a serving air long off the hands of Delmont. Ainsworth up 7-5. Well, Connie, it didn't take long for people to start swinging hard after a few butterflies.
Right, and with serving, it's like stand a little further back and still swing hard so that you keep it in bounds.
Reese Taylor serve for North Central. Now swing from the middle by Delmont. North Central scrambles a little bit. Swing, back corner. Good. Off of the hands of the Dogs. That's Morgan Lewis pushing it towards that back corner and trying to get to that one was Furno off her hands and out of play. And the Knights, after trailing by 3 just a moment ago, on a 2-point run.
And that was a great placement to that left back corner.
Held, bump set. Here's Kroll, cross court. It's good. Off the hands of Morgan Lewis. Carly Kroll with the kill. Right now I have just 2 kills for Ainsworth, 3 for the Lady Knights. Is that right, Connie?
Well, that's what I have for assist, yes.
All right, well, good thing is our stats are perfect right now. By the end of the game, who knows?
Right, I get caught watching instead of recording.
Freshman Grayson Painter to serve. North Central going to push it out to Lewis. Wow. Boy, that was just protected glasses there as Morgan Lewis pounded that one towards Ainsworth.
Wow. Grayson Painter for Ainsworth had to stick her hands up in front of her face or she would have been glasses all over.
And another serving error by the North Central Lady Knights. I have a pair of serving errors for both teams. Ainsworth up 2-9-7. But you know what, Connie? Right now, both teams just kind of getting things figured out. They have some new faces on the floor for the first time against somebody else other than their teammates.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Carly Kroll with a jump serve. It hits the antenna, they say. Must have because it went across. Serving air Bulldogs.
Yeah, this is, what I mentioned earlier. Serving this first set especially. You got so many nerves going on.
Anderson gets this serve across, that is. Here's a middle swing by Temple. Picked up by the Knights. Here comes Lewis, little roll shot. Chance for the Dogs here. Pushed across by Held. Now set by Painter to the middle. Lewis with the tip. Flip picked up. Here's Brianna Fernald from the back row to Cheyenne Temple. Hey, we got us a little volley going on here. Swing by Lewis. Blocked back. Picked up by the Dogs. Great job there's 2 hits by the Dogs. But I said good pickup by the Dogs. There's a great pickup by North Central's Lainey Pospish, who had a great pickup.
Right. I mean, there have been some great digs on some very hard shots.
2 hits called by the Dogs. Ties up at 9-9. Anderson to serve the floater. Wow, that was neat. From the back row, Kendall Delmont into the net. And it's a 10-9 North Central lead. They trailed 7-4. They're on a 6-2 run here. Anderson to serve again. This one into the net. Boy, I tell you what, that way she serves that ball, it's either coming at you 100 mile an hour or it floats and you don't know if you need to go left, right, or just stay there.
Yeah, right now it's the lift. You got to lift it an arm's length above.
Held to serve. Now North Central Knights goes out to Bridget Lewis. Ainsworth scrambles a bit here. Here's Delmont with another swing, picked up by Dearmont. This one going to be bumped across. North Central just trying to find that middle here. Here's Joss Good, blocked back by the Lewises and put across by Joss. And she'll get the kill. Well, both Morgan and also Bridget were there, but Joss Good was right back there to push it right back for another kill.
Yeah, that's just the difference of a split second between offense and defense to offense.
There's an ace serve for the Bulldogs, and that one's going to come off the heads of freshman Held. 2 ace serves for the Bulldogs. And they now back up 12-10 in set number 1.
And Sydney Hoffman just came into the game for North Central.
And that one's going to be served right at her, and it's hard to handle. Another ace serve for Held. Back-to-back ace serves. Ainsworth 3 kills, 4 kills for the Knights. Ainsworth 2 ace serves, both teams 3 serving errors. And the Dogs have pushed their lead back to 3 at 13-10. Nearly another ace, and it is. And there's going to be a timeout. Provo head coach Heather Painter will take one with them. Set 1 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It is Ainsworth 14, North Central Lady Knights 10 here at Rock County Gymnasium, Bassett, Nebraska.
Put your project in good hands with Sean Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on Sean Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
This is Dave Sears, Ag Loan Officer with Homestead Bank. The Ag bankers at Homestead Bank understand the risks and rewards of farming and ranching. We can help you look ahead and plan for a season of success. Stop in or call to visit with one of our experienced bankers today to start your journey. Homestead Bank, member FDIC.
Big thank you to all of our sponsors making the broadcast possible from Bassett, Nebraska. Ainsworth was up by the tune of 7-4, saw their lead slip 10-9. They were trailing, and now they're up 14-10. And Connie, we've mentioned this however many years you've been with me broadcasting. Volleyball is a game of momentum.
Yeah, and it can change quickly. So it's critical that the serve is over and in after a timeout.
This is Held, and as you mentioned, it was over, but it was too long, and Ainsworth with their 4th serving error. And I expect here, Connie, you're going to see a little bit of that in your first game. I mean, you're amped up. Everything's going after the butterflies leave you.
They're playing in front of a packed house.
Yeah.
I mean, a crowd that's so big.
The serve is into the net off the hands of Lewis, and now we've seen that now twice, back-to-back serving errors by both teams. I tell you what, Ainsworth will bring back a very solid server in Cheyenne Temple. She's got to watch out with the jump serve that she doesn't hit that backboard. This one can be picked up. Ainsworth up 15-11 from the back row. Dearmont, boom. I think North Central is going to need a lot of that here. She's shown that she can hit the ball well as Dahlia gets her 2nd kill. And that one was set off of Morgan Lewis, basically, I believe, with the receiving there. Like number 1 on the receiving there. Didn't quite see that, Connie. I'll leave that to you. But Bridget will go back to serve. Dogs up in the rafters it goes, and it's going to be a point for North Central. And just like that, as you mentioned, a game of momentum. Ainsworth was up 15 to 10. Now it's 15-13. And Ainsworth will scramble. Great pickup by Addie. Held. Set to the middle. Here's Dearmont. Holy cow. This is what I expected out of Dahlia.
Yeah, she's cutting around that block so well. She's just cutting it to the left back side of Ainsworth's court.
What a swing by the 5'10 senior. She leads all with 3 kills, and North Central back to within 1. Ainsworth scrambling. Good, will tip it across, nearly fell. And then tip in the back court. Ainsworth now scrambling. Great hustle, both teams. Here's a good bump set. Grayson Painter with her first swing. And it's good, off the block. Grayson Painter, a freshman, gets her first kill of her varsity career. And Ainsworth leads it 16-14. Set
I
number
tell you
1.
what, the 2 freshmen for Ainsworth, they're not letting it be too big of a moment for them. They're just playing.
Ainsworth to service. Furno with an ace. Brianna Furno, the libero, gets her first save, and ace serve that is. And Connie, that is the fourth ace serve for the Bulldogs. 17-14. We played a 25, the best 3 out of 5. Furno to serve again. This one, North Central will scramble from the back. It's put across to Ainsworth. Held, sets, back, Kendall. Nearly got it. Good pickup by Anderson. And now back to the dog side. Quick hitter. Crow picked up by Anderson again. Here's push to the back from the Knights. Ainsworth gets it again. Where's Held go? This time middle. Carly Crow. Nice save by Lewis. Now here comes a push across by North Central's Taylor. Boy, what a great volley. Tipped across by Painter. And she keeps herself out of that. Back to the dog side. Here's Grayson again. Left side off the block. Grayson has her second kill of the night, and Ainsworth up by 4, 18-14 again. Just a great defense by both teams there, Connie.
Well, and that was a great set from the libero for Ainsworth. Brianna, the setter, had to take the first dig, and so Brianna, the libero, stepped in and put up a nice ball.
The freshman Sydney Hoffman back in for North Central, and serving here Dogs. That is number 5 for the Dogs.
Yeah, and both teams, so you're giving each other free points.
Right.
So that's the one thing that you can control is the serve in volleyball.
Hoffman was in, now out. Painter to serve. Picked up by Furno. Dogs in system. Punch it out. Delmont swing. Was it blocked or into the net? It was touched. I couldn't quite tell. We're right on the net. I couldn't quite tell if it was touched. It was 50-50, and it was off of the Knights block and out of bounds. Give the kill to Kendall Delmont. Her second. Ainsworth serve. Delmont. That one will touch the tape.
You know, it's like right now all of the servers are really rushing. Right. You know, you've got 5 seconds.
It's like they have the pitch count on them.
Take a deep breath. Do your routine.
Serve by Wigner into the net. Lindsay, number 2, 5'6" junior, is in. Serving error. Both teams there. Makes it 20-16, and race to 25 is on as Ainsworth has the lead of 4 as Painter will go back to serve. That's Grayson for the Dogs. On the slide, Dearmont off the touch and good. Connie, did you ever just sit there thinking somebody's on, you feed them as much as you can?
Yes.
Wow.
And that was a great back set by Allison Anderson, Addie.
Anderson.
Sorry, Addie Anderson. Great back set.
Dearmont to serve, tight on that. Held will push it across. Here comes a set by Anderson. Pushes quickly to Lewis. Just a little low on the set there, trying to go for a quick one there into the net.
Yeah, that's what we call a shoot set. But it should be like a foot above the net to give your hitter a chance to hit it really quick.
I don't even know how to set, so you know what? I believe
you. You aim for a spot at the antenna and push it fast.
Crawl serve, tough one, picked up by the Knights, so have to go with the free pass. Deep corner, Grayson throws it up front there, tipped across by Held. Now back to North Central. Here is Lewis. That's Bridget with the swing. Back to Ainsworth. Held, soft hands, tipped across by Good, out of bounds. How about the hands of that freshman?
But we had a North Central player in the net on that.
Oh, on a wide swing.
Yeah, it's on the block. She just came down, touching it with her arm.
Bridget Lewis caught it with her. And so that's another momentum swing, and now it's 22-17. Ainsworth trying to push it to a first set victory with Crawl to serve. Good pass, set, dump back. Nice dump set back over the net for the kill. Anderson by herself, giving her an assist and a kill.
Well, the libero had the
yes.
Nice pass up to her.
Knights have some climbing to do, down 22-18. Bump set. Josh Good now swings left side. Perfect. Back in the middle.
That was right down the seam, the 6th zone. Deep center.
Out will come for North Central Painter. Back in will come the freshman Hoffman. Speaking of freshmen, Ainsworth will send back their Held to serve. She's been superb. Radio Jinx.
Yeah, you just got to have a higher lift You got to contact. I would always tell my players, high five. You got to contact that ball, a high five.
Lindsay Wagner in for the libero here. Ainsworth, 7 serving errors, but lead at 23-19 on the tackling for 24. Josh Good with the dump over. Picked up. Now North Central from the back row. Morgan Lewis back. Great pass by Painter. Here's Kendall Delmont with the rip. Good. Kendall Delmont gets up quick. But how about that freshman to senior for the point?
That was great. I tell you what, I'm impressed with Addie Held's soft hands. She has soft hands and putting
and
up
not
some
nervous
nice
at all.
Yeah.
For first set point, Ainsworth on the serve. Knights trying to stop it here. Here's Lindsay Wagner. Out. Point Bulldogs. And the Dogs will take set 1, 25-19 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Circle B Livestock of Bassett offers a complete line of livestock needs, from feed to pharmaceuticals to livestock handling equipment. Make one stop for all your farm and ranch needs. Stop at Circle B Livestock. They are the livestock producer's friend in Bassett.
Experience, reputation, and results. This is Laura Lee Frank at Bruner Frank Shoemaker, LLC. We pride ourselves on personal attention and solid results for your legal needs. We have law offices in both Kearney and Ainsworth for your convenience. Give us a call today.
Healthy cattle are the foundation of a healthy food supply. Consistent growth has allowed BJOP feedlots to build trust with their customers, providing them with the ease of knowing their cattle are in great hands. Let BJOP feedlots of Ainsworth guide you in your cattle feeding and agricultural endeavors.
Well, Connie, as we take a look at our first set stats, I had no ace blocks. The big key, though, was 4 serving aces for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. And they take the first set 25-19. Let's take a look at your stats here.
For North Central, I had Addie Anderson with 5 assists. Caitlin Painter with 1. Their Morgan Lewis with 1. And their libero, Laney Puffsicle with 1. For Ainsworth, I had 6 assists for Addie Held and 1 assist for Brianna Furno, the libero.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, first game, first set jitters, basically. But you hear coaches, even college coaches, say, you know what, if we have the service errors, if we're serving aggressive, that's a different type of serving error than the ones that maybe are not as aggressive. And we saw both teams serve very aggressive here in set 1.
Yeah, as a coach, you don't mind the serving error out of bounds.
Right.
You don't like the serving error that's middle of the net. Because at least if it's out of bounds, the defensive player might not hear a teammate call it and will play the ball, not knowing where they are on the floor. So communication is important in serve receive. So, you don't necessarily mind the out-of-bounds serve as much as the serves that are in the net.
What do you think the coaches, let's go first of all to Coach Heather Painter, saw her team battle from being about 5 down, take the lead, and then Ainsworth was able to put a little bit more together towards the end of the first set. What do you think she was talking to the girls about after that first set?
I would say stay aggressive. I mean, my goodness, when they had the pass set and Dearmont.
Yes, Dahlia
just was a force up there. So I would say let's try to run it more. When they cut it to left back, they had kills. Stay aggressive, but, again, a positive. Tell yourself over and in. If you think, take a step back so that if you do hit it hard, it's still in bounds.
Set 2, we'll start with Ainsworth with the serve. Picked up, back set. Here comes Lewis, and that is going to be Bridget Lewis. What a great pickup by Grayson Painter in the back. Now held. Now here comes Grayson Painter again. Holy cow. What a great job, folks, if you could only see that one. Here's Lewis. This is Murray. Block back. That is our first block of the game.
And I think it was
number 14.
Yeah, Cheyenne
Temple.
Josh Good was up there too, but I think by the celebration that Cheyenne got it.
That is the first block, and I would have expected we would have had a lot more here. Ainsworth up 1-0. Here's Morgan Lewis with the rip. Ainsworth trying to scramble here. Put across by Grayson Painter. Boy, the freshman for the Dogs looking good. And that's just communication air in the back row, and we'll see Pospish will come back in here. She'll check in for Reese Taylor as Ainsworth jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Set number 2. Boy, what can you say about the freshman for the Dogs already?
I tell you what, Grayson Painter covered half of the floor that time.
Dogs up 2-0. Here comes Anderson. She's back row. She can jump up and swing. Good left-handed kill for her. She's front row, excuse me.
Well, she was front row.
Yeah,
so,
front row, excuse me, not back row, front row.
So was it?
I didn't even see it was just a bump up there. Sorry about that. But in the other setter position is Caitlin Painter. Anyways, 2-1. Here's Josh Good with the swing. Into the net, we're tied at 2 apiece. But again, Connie, so then we get to this. We're high school volleyball. Who there on the floor says, hey, don't forget number 10 on the other side. She's up front right now. She's a hitter, but she's playing setter.
Yeah, front row, you got to be talking, calling out where the hitters are, where the setter is.
Painter with the bump. Back. Nice back set. Here comes Morgan Lewis. Rips it. That time is good for a kill. Morgan Lewis, third kill. Grayson Painter tried. Tell you what, you can't say anything that she hasn't tried tonight.
You know, it's like we used to say, freshmen, they're fearless because they don't know any better.
That is very true. Ainsworth going to go. Nope, tried to bump it across. They just got to that point where the pass couldn't get held very good, and held had to scramble, and then Ainsworth kind of backed away. And just like this, after being 2-0 Ainsworth, it's 4-2 North Central. We talk about that momentum. And Anderson serving. She's a tough server. Bump set to the back row. Grayson Painter with the swing. Good pickup by Pospish. Here's Morgan Lewis. There's Painter with a dig. What a great hustle. And Ainsworth will tip it across. Great hustle again. Now here comes Morgan Lewis. Tried to tip it. And it falls on her side. That stops at 4-0. Basically, well, I shouldn't say 4-0, but after being down 2-0, North Central still leads 4-3. Just great hustle again. You got Morgan Lewis
Painter. She is
a Painter everywhere.
Everywhere is right.
Coming off an ACL injury in junior high track, and here's an ace serve by Cheyenne Temple.
You know, I think now the nerves have kind of calmed down. You got the first set over with, and now it's like, let it rip.
4-4 our score, set 2. Ainsworth took the first one, 25-19. This one touches the tape and rolls over for back-to-back ace serves for Cheyenne Temple. And now they're on a 3-point run and lead at 5-4.
That ball was below the tape line, but because of the force that Cheyenne hit it, it crawled over.
And here's another. Nope, that one, no. She looks exhausted.
Yeah, I tell you what, you see it's air conditioned in here, but players, they are wiping. I see the up official sometimes fanning herself. You get this many people in here.
Oh, going to be in the net. Good pickup on a hard swing. That was going to be a kill for Lewis. A good pass by Painter, but too tight on the net. It's held, goes into the net, and that breaks a 5-all tie. North Central back up by 1, 6-5 here in set number 2. And there's going to be an ace serve for the North Central Knights, and that is Morgan Lewis, the 5'7" senior. Her first, how about that? That's the first ace serve for the Knights.
Yeah, she's really hitting it with power.
Yeah, that one into the net. Again, it's almost like the Major League pitchers. Like you said, they're almost like in a pitch clock. They get the ball, and within 2 seconds, that ball is already in the air. They're trying to hit it. Now, as we say
it
that,
goes back to a consistent lift and contact point.
North Central go on the tack to the middle. Bridget Lewis tips it across. Delmont pick up. Free pass. Carly Kroll. Here comes North Central. Back set. Here's Bridget Lewis into the net. And that was a little miscommunication because sister Morgan Lewis getting ready to swing from the back row, who had a pretty good chance of that one. And just like that, we're at 7s, Connie. Right now, no team really to get too much going here in set number 2. Good pass by Dearmont. Set, middle. Here's a tip across by Lewis. That is Bridget's first kill of the 2023 season.
And that was a great placement because the libero had just served that. So she had the furthest to run to get back into defensive position.
Ainsworth tried to scramble a little bit here. They get a free pass across. Painter to set it for North Central. Dearmont to the back. Right there is Cheyenne Temple. Nice save by the Dogs. Put across by Kroll. Back set dump try. Picked up by Delmont. Here comes Kendall from the left side. Picked up by North Central. A swing by Dearmont. They're going to say Kendall Delmont into the net. We have Delmont, Dearmont. We got Painter, side.
She's jumping with the setter, but she's got to remember that the setter's back row, so you don't need to jump on the setter.
9-7, North Central with the 2-point lead. Free pass by the Dogs. Set outside. Taylor with the swing off the block and good. Reese Taylor through the double block will get her second kill of the year. And North Central up by 3, 10-7.
That was a great set by Anderson.
And it's shut down by a serving error. 10-8, North Central still up by 2.
And that's really momentum killer, like you said. You just get a big kill, get a big play, celebrate, go back to serve, and miss the serve.
Delmont to serve for the Dogs, and that one did not touch Bridget Lewis's hair. Nope. That was close. A ponytail about got it.
Yeah, she did the matrix move on that.
Serving error by the Dogs. They had 7 in the first set, have 2 here in the second. North Central up by 3, 11-8. And a serving error by the freshman, Sydney Hoffman. Welcome to the North Central Lady Knights. They have quite a few athletes for the North Central Knights. Ainsworth back to within 2 at 11-9. Bridget Lewis with the good pass, bump set. Dearmont going to have to tip it back corner. Grayson's there, set to the middle. Carly Crawl, that is, with the set. Here comes now a swing by Dearmont. Great pickup by Delamont. Into the net, though, on the next one for the Dogs. And it's 12-9, North Central.
Well, and North Central starting to get a little run now. They've had success on serving here.
They're putting it in corners now, too, instead of right at people. Here goes Cheyenne Temple. Touched at the net, saved, set, outside. Morgan Lewis down the line. Grayson Painter's there. It's hanging up. They can play it. Great dig by Grayson Painter. Back to North Central side. They're going to go right back to Morgan Lewis. She's going to roll this one over the block. Picked up by the Dogs. Where they go? Tip across. Nearly fell for held. Crossed in 1. Now 2. Carly Crawl. Picked up by Hoffman, and then overswing by Carly Crawl wide left. 13-9. Ainsworth wanted a touch. I did not see it, Connie. Did you?
No, I did not see the touch.
What a volley and rally we just had there. North Central has their biggest lead of any set. Ainsworth took the first set 25-19. North Central leads 13-9, set 2 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Todd Flynn Law Office, PC LLC, with offices at 309 North Main Street in Ainsworth. When you need legal assistance and advice on personal and business concerns, contact Todd Flynn at Todd Flynn Law Office, 309 North Main Street in Ainsworth.
Do you know who the biggest North Central Knights fans are? Well, it's the gals at the Springview Herald, that's who. Subscribe today for one low cost and catch up on all things North Central Knights, plus so much more. The Springview Herald, proud supporter of the North Central Knights. Jones Salvage of Ainsworth, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics, has new steel and windbreak steel available, tractors and vehicles, and pays competitive prices for scrap iron, vehicles, and farm machinery. Call Tom at 402-382-8004 or Willie at 402-382-8784.
First charge timeout for the Bulldogs here in set 2. North Central, Reese Taylor serving. Picked up by the Dogs. Held to the left side. Cheyenne Temple will have to go with the left-hand swing. Picked up. Knights looking for another one. Morgan Lewis nearly picked up by Grayson Painter, but off her hands. And Morgan Lewis gets her 4th kill. I tell you what, she does not have the Libro jersey on, but boy, is she playing defense back there, is Grayson Painter. North Central up, biggest lead of 5, 14-9. Ainsworth trying to shut it down here. Here's a swing by Carly Crawl off the block. Carly needed that one. We saw her during the timeout kind of walk off there, just trying to think of what maybe she needed to do, get that ball, that last play in, and there she got a chance to get one back.
Well, I tell you, you can certainly see why the 2 freshmen are on the court. They have held up their end of the game very well.
Call to serve. North Central set outside. Morgan Lewis picked up by Crawl. Hangs up in the rafters. And it's going to be a kill from Morgan Lewis. She has 5 kills. She leads all in the kill department here in North Central. Back up by 5, 15-10.
Well, she has such a great vertical, and she is just bringing the heat when she swings.
And what about the sets by Addison Anderson?
That helps.
Here's an ace serve. It touches the tape, crawls in for Dahlia Dearmont. 2 ace serves in this set for the Knights, and they have their biggest lead of the set at 6. It's 16-10. Ainsworth tried to stop this run put on by the Knights, but it's another ace serve for Dearmont. And takes it to 17-10, and Coach Jerry Graff will use her final timeout in the second set. Again, Ainsworth took the first set, 25-19. All Knights here in the second, 17-10. They lead Ainsworth on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
The Whistle Stop offers floral arrangements and gift items for any occasion. Fresh flowers and silks, plants, bouquets, sprays, and arrangements. Let the Whistle Stop in Bassett make it a memorable occasion with one of their unique creations.
For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. Pride Grain has a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Contact Pride Grain, a supporter of local athletics.
Final timeout, charge Ainsworth set 2. Dearmont back to serve for the North Central Lady Knights. And this one is going to be long and out. And just like we say, it's like icing the kicker on a field goal.
Well, the difference right now is that North Central has been very aggressive, and Ainsworth has not.
Here's a serve by the Dogs into the net. Well, tit for tat, is that what they take whatever it was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why the
18-11.
next person up says, okay, it's got to be over and in.
Here comes a serve, nearly an ace. Overpass picked up. Both teams now Josh good with the swing. Here is a set to Morgan Lewis, picked up by Furno. Held outside. Delmont swing off the bar, picked up by Anderson. Pospisil put it deep corner. Grayson Painter, nice pass. Go outside, Delmont again off the touch in. West Central giving chase, but it's going to be a kill for Kendall Delmont. She has 4. I just cannot express how both teams are flying to that volleyball.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
Great hustle. First game of the year. Defense is huge.
18-12, Temple serves for the Dogs. It's an ace. She has 4 ace serves, 3 of them here in this set, Connie. 3 of those 13 are her ace serves. Dogs back to within 5 after they trail by as many as 7, and as soon as I say that, serving air Dogs.
Yeah, the key of, your jump serve is, do you have more misses than aces?
Right.
And you want more aces than misses.
Here comes Kendall Delmont. Touch the net, saved by Pospisil. Bump set. Taylor going to put one deep corner, picked up by Temple. Good pass, set. Ooh, good flip across. No, totally agree. Going to call an illegal hit by Delmont. She had to reach back as far as she could. It was about waist high, Connie. It was a good try, but it will be point Knights 20-13. They lead by 7 once again in the race to 25. Nearly an ace service. Ainsworth, great hustle there again. Now time by Cheyenne Temple. Dump set. Ainsworth trying to scramble and picks it up. Held to the middle. Delmont got it in the middle. I really like Kendall Delmont in the middle. She has that great jumping ability.
Yeah, and they just need to set her a little closer to the net so she can just pound it. But yeah, Kendall's got great vertical.
Kendall Delmont with her 5th kill of the match. Dogs back to within 6 at 20-14, serving air Dogs. We haven't really stressed much too about our libero Brianna Furno, but she's been back hustling around too back there. But
both liberos are just covering the floor.
Bump set tight on the net. Delmont has to go with the left-handed swing, picked up by the Knights. To the middle. Dearmont blocked back by Kendall Delmont. Kendall having herself a whale of a second set right now. She had 3 kills in the first set, 2 kills in the block here. It's set number 2, 21-15. Dogs trail by 6. Delmont serving the net. Ainsworth Connie had 7 serving errors in the first set. They have 6 here in set number 2. That's kind of been their Achilles heel in the last few years.
You have to keep a real stiff wrist. I've noticed that when they make contact, the wrist kind of is floppy. You've got to have a stiff wrist.
This is Caitlin Painter for the Knights. Set by Kroll to Painter. Dump set. Now back over to the Knights. Here comes Reese Taylor long, and there's a point for the Dogs. 22-16. We're going to see a substitution. Reese Taylor out. Back in Lindsay Wegener. Back to serve for Ainsworth. Freshman Grayson Painter. I'll tell you what, we're going to have our work cut out for our first-class auto performers of the game for both teams. Here's a set. Dearmont. Blocked, save. No, it's going to be a kill for Dahlia Dearmont. Touched at the net by Kroll, and as she was falling down, trying to pop it up, but she could not get that up in the air. And that is Dearmont's 5th kill. 23-16. North Central 2 away from tying this one up at 1 apiece, and serving error. Both sets, 5 serving errors for the Lady Knights.
Well, and I probably jinxed them all by saying that at the beginning, that serving was going to be critical in this first game.
And it has been.
Of the year.
Carly Kroll back to serve for the Dogs. Picked up by Bridget Lewis. Now here comes Dearmont with the tip across, and it's good. 6th kill for Dahlia Dearmont, and it is set point.
Yeah, and the rule of thumb there is, as a front row player, you never want to reach back behind you to play a ball. Let the back row people play the ball.
Pass by the Dogs, stays toward the back. This one's up in the rafters off the pass from Furno, and Eagle can't put it across, and that's going to be a North Central Knight winner on set 2. So we're tied up at 1 set apiece. Dogs win the first one 25-19. North Central wins the second 25-17.
Jim Arnhold of Arnhold Insurance Agency in Bassett can provide you with health, life, and cancer insurance, Medicare supplement, nursing home, and disability coverage, business and estate planning. Give Jim a call at Arnhold Insurance in Bassett, 402-684-2901.
Palmer Law Group, LLC, attorney at law in Ainsworth, is at their new location, 121 East 2nd Street here in Ainsworth. They focus on you, the client, with complete legal services and with reasonable fees. Rob Palmer of Palmer Law Group, LLC, a member of the KBRB Sportscasters Club.
Buying or selling livestock is made much easier when you buy and sell with Bassett Livestock Auction. Remember, sale day is each Wednesday, so make plans to attend or call to consign your livestock. Bassett Livestock Auction, Bassett.
Well, Connie, as we get ready to take a look at some of the stats, it was 8 kills, no ace blocks, 3 ace serves, 5 serving errors for the Knights in the 25-17 victory. Ainsworth goes just 3 kills, 2 ace blocks, 3 ace serves, 6 serving errors. What do you have for our setters?
For Addie Anderson, I had 7 assists, and the libero Laney, 1 assist, and then for the 3 assists for Ainsworth were all from Addison Eld.
All right, yeah, just 3 kills in that set for the Bulldogs. Had some really good volleys there, but once North Central got out to that 17-10 lead, Ainsworth was able to get it to from 17-10 to 21-15, 22-60. Just wasn't able to pull any much closer, and it was Knights tied up. We're going to play 4 for sure as North Central will serve it here with Addison Anderson. Painter with a nice pickup, held to the middle. Cheyenne Temple rips it. And they're going to be in the net on the Bulldogs. No kill. So a point, though, awarded to the Bulldogs. In the net was the North Central Lady Knights. What a great crowd. It's starting to warm up in here. Greg Kinsey had a sweep over there at Twin Loop, or at Stewart, where Stewart defeated Twin Loop. Andrew will get a free pass cross, set it outside Delmont with the rip. Good.
And that's what Ainsworth needs to do more, is not give free balls and tips, but to really rip it.
Delmont leads Ainsworth with 6 kills. She now ties Dahlia Dearmont with 6 kills. And Ainsworth up 2-0. That's how they started the last set. Back is held, and a serving error for the Bulldogs. Kind of like a free throw.
It's muscle memory.
Yep, muscle memory.
Their contact point is low.
Good serve by North Central here. Josh Good in the middle. Good pickup by Anderson. That's Addison. Now put across again by Good. North Central tries punching it across, and it's in the net. You know, it's so funny. We have the Addison Anderson, we have Addison Held, we have Grayson Painter, we have Caitlin Painter, opposite sides. It's just crazy. Back to serve, Cheyenne Temple. Overpass, swung on by Painter, picked up by North Central. It's going to be middle, going to be pushed across, and good for a kill for Bridget Lewis, her second of the match.
Well, that was a great job of Bridget. She saw the double block come from left side, so she just tipped the ball right back where the outside blocker came from.
Ainsworth did have to go with the free pass off the tough serve of the Knights. Anderson to the middle. Dearmont's going to go deep corner, and Ainsworth's going to run into each other. And that's going to be a kill for Dahlia Dearmont. She leads all with 7 kills tonight, and it's 3-3, set number 3. We're going to 4 for sure. Might not go to 5 on our first night. It'd be a blast. Here comes Ainsworth. Good pass by Furno. Set. Delmont had to reach for it. Tight on the net. Still scrambling. And in North Central can't get it across. Delmont had that ball and it sat on the net for probably 2 seconds. And then she was trying to hit it again and she knew she couldn't. And then 2 more hits and fell on the Knights side. 4-3. Dogs lead it by 1. Here's Brianna Furno's serve. Good pick up by the Knights. Back set. Dearmont wasn't quite ready. She'll punch it across, though. Now here comes the back. Bump set. Held. Crawl with the swing. Touch. Save. Knights to the middle. Dearmont off the block. Wow.
Yeah, if you give Addison Anderson a good pass to set, she's going to put it right in Dearmont's wheel.
I remember some Davis girls that could hit the ball just like that. And Dahlia having a great night tonight. Here's Ainsworth on the serve receive. Looks like maybe a free pass. It is from Grayson. Here comes another set here. Going to go to Dearmont again, and this one is wide. Right.
Yeah, that time Dearmont just cut it too much.
But she was hitting on the outside of the block. Yeah. She knew there were double blockers there. Just a great read, actually, but wide. 5-4, Ainsworth leads it here by 1. And serving here by the Dogs. That's the second one here in set 3. That'll be 15 in the ball game. 5-5.
Firm contact. Your hand has to be like a paddle. Mm-hmm. You know, open up those fingers, make a stiff wrist.
Here's Reese with the serve for the Knights. Good hustle. Dogs will put it across. Good hustle by Furno. Set it outside. Morgan Lewis on the net. And on to North Central side. 6-5 Dogs by 1.
Yeah, there was no touch on that block.
But how about both teams? Well, they're swinging at the net, and even though they're going to the net, I hate to say, but the serving power from all. Here's this North Central Knight free pass across. Delmont, great pass. Set, middle. Carly Crawl. Good! Off the double block. Anderson nearly got it, but Crawl will pick up her third kill of the match. 1 in each set.
Yeah, and that's what Ainsworth needs to do is run more middle and then kick it to your outsides. North Central's been doing that. Outside, run middle.
Grayson was getting ready to serve, and 2 youngsters decided to run in front of her. She'll regroup, set this one to the back. It's good, right on the line. Ace. Her first ace serve of her varsity career for Grayson Painter, and that's going to give Ainsworth 8 ace serves tonight. And they lead by 3, the Dogs do. 8-5 North Central on the serve receive. Here's Dearmont. She's going to have to reach back, push this one across. Held out to Cheyenne Temple. Again, roll shot. Tied on the net. Tipped across by North Central. Quick hitter. Can be Crawl with the tip. North Central scrambles. Free pass again. Now a chance for the Dogs here. Bump set. Back row swing. Wide left by Delmont. 8-6. Good play. I like that. I tell you what, Addison Held for a freshman is putting the ball where she can put the ball the best. And that time it was about only able to get her to the back row there. Here comes Ainsworth with the free pass to the back. Now set. Morgan Lewis. Wow. Hard swing off the block of the Dogs. And Morgan Lewis has her 6th kill. Boy, she gets up, hangs up there, and just hammers. 8 kills for Dearmont, 6 for Lewis. Here's Dearmont to serve. Bump set to the middle. Kendall Delmont has to free pass across because she's back row, couldn't jump up for it. Here comes this push across by Bridget Lewis. Now back row, Grayson Painter, nice swing. Picked up, Knights, go Morgan Lewis, off the block and good. The double block was there, but Lewis just has enough power right now and not quite the pushback that the front row needs for the Dogs.
Well, and the key is Addison Anderson is setting the ball about 3 feet off the net so Morgan Lewis can really swing.
8-8 our score here. Swing by Temple picked up. Here's Morgan Lewis again off the block and good. And as I'm seeing it, Connie, we're right on the net here. I won't say names, but the Ainsworth 2 blockers are about 1.5 feet off the net, and that's just enough for the ball to hit their hand and go down.
Straight down. Yeah,
Yep.
you got to penetrate that net. I always told my players to choke the hitter or grab their ears.
Free pass by the Dogs. Dump set. Nearly fell. Good hustle by Furno. Ainsworth has it. Cheyenne Temple with the tip across. Back to the Knights who lead it 9-8. Tied on the net this time for Morgan Lewis, and that one is in the net. We're at 9-9. But again, you just mentioned they've been setting her up about 2-3 feet off. That one tied on the net, and she wasn't able to power that one through. It went top net down. What a match. 9-9. We're tied 1 set apiece. Carly Crawl back to serve here for the Dogs. His pass can be picked up. Tight. Push across. Now held with the push across. Here's a slide move. Blocked back there. It's Josh Good, and I could see the hands that time across the net. She gets the ace block.
Yeah, she did a nice job of being straight up, but yet her hands were penetrating the net, which means reaching over the net.
Ainsworth regains the lead here. 10-9, Crawl back to serve. Tough serve. Picked up out of the net. Free pass by Pospischel. Now held, sets it outside. Tip try by Temple goes into the net. 10-10.
Well, and what happened there was the middle blocker for Ainsworth had fallen down, so Addie Held only had one option to go outside, and she really pushed it too far out.
Yeah, they think they're going to clean up where Josh Good went down. She fell on some perspiration there.
There's a lot of perspiration right now tonight.
It's got to be about 92 in here, Connie.
Probably.
Greg said his was 91. I think we're about 92 in here. West Holt, 2 good victories tonight over Elkhorn Valley and Summerlin. 10-10. Ainsworth on the serve receive. Josh Good with the swing. Pospischel is there for the Knights. Here's Morgan Lewis on the outside. It's into the net. Ainsworth regains the lead, 11-10.
And right now, Ainsworth is being more aggressive, and they're serving and hitting. You know, they need to attack line. They need to attack some sharp angles.
Back to serve, one of Ainsworth's freshmen, Addison Hill. She's a setter, serving here. She went to Painter, set outside. Bridget Lewis, long, Ainsworth up by 2, 12-10. She's got a nice swing, just needs to fall through just a bit there. Powerful swing for Bridget, the junior. Held back to serve once again. This one's going to fly long. And we'll see coming back in the freshman for the Lady Knights, Sydney Hoffman, wears number 6, 5'7" freshman. What do we have? Double substitution. Out will come Reese Taylor, and in will come Lindsay Wegener. She's a 5'6" junior. Back to serve, looks like will be Morgan Lewis. Good pass by Painter. Bump set. Here's Cheyenne Temple, right side. Picked up by Morgan. Push to the back corner. There's Ainsworth trying to get there, but what great read there by who else but Addison Anderson. Saw there was a deep, big gap in that deep left corner. She put it back there. Grayson Painter tried to go to the net, but that's a kill by Anderson, and that's going to be her 3rd kill. 12-12, serving air. That's the first one here in this 3rd set for North Central as Morgan Lewis was back there to serve. Yeah, I'm glad we're here in Rock County. It might have been a little bit warmer as we have another service here. Ainsworth now with 4, but might have been a little bit hotter there in Springview.
I'm sure it was.
Thanks for those that are listening or watching on the video stream. Set by Held. Delmont, tip across. Great hustle by the Knights. Punched across. Here's a chance again for the Dogs to break that tie. And it's going to be won by Dahlia Dearmont up there. I'm going to give her a kill with that one as she pushed that one. What do you think of that? Close? Or one-handed stuff back block. There was just a joust. As Greg Kinsey said, they were jousting at the net.
Yeah, I would say it was more of a block.
All right.
Kill.
First block for the Knights tonight. That was an ace block. Here's a block back by Kendall Delamont playing in the middle again. She got another block. Kendall with the block.
Yeah, the key to blocking is you want to line up on the hitter's hand, and all you have to do is get your wrists above the net and push the ball back.
14-14, tied up. Ainsworth, Brianna Furno serving. Ainsworth looking at Dearmont. They'll pick up her push across. Here comes Delmont, right side, down the line, picked up by the Knights. Punch again, deep corner. That time Cheyenne Temple there. Here's Carly Crawl with the swing. Here's a set by Hoffman. Left-handed swing by Wegener picked up. Now here's Grayson Painter on the left side. Into the net, 15-14. How about this? I mean, it's just great to see how many players are coming in for North Central. And they have one freshman that's playing for the Knights, 2 freshmen playing for the Bulldogs. And we'll tell you about some sophomores here. There's not very many of those here. Andrews with the free pass to the back. Here's one tight on the net, off of the hands of Hoffman, and we're not at 15 apiece. One sophomore, Reese Taylor for the North Central Lady Knights. Caitlin Cease, Christina Furno, and Megan Jones, just 3 sophomores for the Dogs. Here's an ace serve for Kendall Delmont. Not very many sophomores, just 4 for 2 teams.
Well, and then
Ainsworth has what, 1 junior?
1 junior.
2 juniors for North Central on the varsity roster. Ainsworth up by 1. Morgan Lewis from the back row swing in the net. 17-15. Dogs up by 2. We're tied at a set apiece. Ainsworth won the first one, 25-19. North Central won the second, 25-17. Here's a slide attempt. Dearmont off the double block again. And good. 9 kills for Dahlia Dearmont, just powering through. And is Carly Crawl hurt? She got up a little slow. Oh, she looks like she's good to go. 17-16. Here's Pospish serving for North Central. She'll serve it to Furno. Dump across. North Central was there. Dearmont wants it right back. This time to the back row. Tight on that. Great play by North Central. And then Grayson Painter with another pass kill. What a great play, first of all, by Addison Held, then the defensive pickup by North Central, and then finished off by Ainsworth. Grayson Painter.
Yeah, to have the wherewithal as a freshman to go ahead and take that overpass and do something with it.
Ainsworth up by 2, 18-16. You enjoying the show, Connie?
I am.
Painter to serve. That's Grayson. Here's a quick dump by Anderson, picked up by the Dogs. Cheyenne Temple with the swing, deep corner, good. And now Ainsworth up by 3, 19-16. Here's how good the set has been for each coach. They haven't had to use a timeout yet. It's as I say that, Coach Heather Painter will take one for the North Central Knights. We're in the third set, tied at 1 set apiece. The Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs lead set 3, 19-16 over the North Central Lady Knights. Back with more in just a moment.
Local news, personalized with pictures. As it happens, that's the Ainsworth Star-Journal, hot off the press each Tuesday. The Ainsworth Star-Journal offers a full line of printing services, and you can find them on the web. That's the Ainsworth Star-Journal, located on East Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
What a great night of volleyball here. Stewart sweeps Twin Loop. West Holt wins over Elkhorn Valley and Summerlin. And we'll have West Holt North Central coming up next Thursday night from Burwell. Huskers will be playing that night against Minnesota. So we'll have Husker football next Thursday on AM 1400, 106.3 FM. And FM 92.7 will have West Holt and North Central volleyball. And Connie, timeout by North Central, just trying to stop this little mini run put on by the Bulldogs here. 19
Yeah, you want to try to break momentum. Got a freshman back to serve after timeout. What you say to yourself is good lift, freeze to the target.
Touches the tape, goes across, and it's an ace serve. Grayson Painter with her second ace serve.
You know what I've been impressed with is how the upperclassmen for the Ainsworth Bulldogs have accepted these freshmen and embraced these freshmen.
20-16, North Central on the attack. Morgan Lewis with a monster kill.
Wow, she's really swinging well. When Anderson sets her about where the other practice court, the green practice court, she can just swing away.
Both Morgan Lewis, Dahlia Dearmont with 9 kills apiece. Tip across, blocked back by Ainsworth. Here's a swing by Carly Kroll, blocked back. Ainsworth, bump set, Carly Kroll, middle, picked up by Pospischel. Here's a swing, Morgan Lewis outside off the block. Saved by Grayson Painter. Delmont from the back row. Picked up by Hoffman, and then a back dump set. Good for a kill by Addison Anderson. And I tell you what, Connie, we mentioned in our preseason interview just how versatile of a volleyball player she is for the North Central Knights.
Yeah, she's an overall great player.
20-18, Ainsworth lead by 2. On the left side swing was Temple. Now here comes Morgan Lewis into the net. Ainsworth up 21-18. Dogs 3 away from going up 2-1. Good.
But Morgan Lewis, she probably got 30 swings.
I don't keep track of that.
I know, but man, she's been swinging.
I'm not like John Baylor, who's got like 4 laptops in front of him, 7 people talking in his ear, giving all these stats and everything.
Yeah.
Carly Kroll back to serve. Touches the tape and good for an ace. Carly Kroll's first ace. And that for Ainsworth is 11 on the night. And they're up 22-18. Set 3. We're tied 1 set apiece here at Rock County Gymnasium in Bassett. Kroll with another serve. Pospischel, great pass. Set, where do they go? You're going to go to Bridget Lewis. No touch. Long. Yeah, North Central wanted a touch. No touch, 23-18. I couldn't tell. That one was hit so hard. When we do not have video replay. 23-18, Ainsworth 2 away to send to this 2. Set 4 in the net. 23-19.
Okay, here's momentum change.
If they could just see your body language every once in a while. I like watching it up here. Addison Anderson with the serve. Good pass. No, it's going to go out. Ace serve, Addison Anderson. Her first of 2023. That's 4 ace serves in the match for the Lady Knights. 2 timeouts for the Dogs, 1 for the Knights in set number 3, where the Dogs lead by 3, 23-20. There's a nice pass by Grayson Painter. Set, Josh Good, left side. There's Dearmont to pick it up. Bump set. Morgan Lewis going to go with the push into the net. And we're at set point here in the third for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. 24-20. Addison held. Back to serve. Into the net. Boy, you want to talk about maybe a little bit of nerves. You have the Ainsworth football players standing up, clapping, and everybody clapping, and you're like, get this baby in. 24-21. See if the Knights can inch a little bit closer here. They need the next 3 for sure. Ainsworth, middle, good. Tip back, picked up. Here's North Central. Going to go to the middle. Bridget Lewis will go with the tip. A chance for the Dogs to win. Set number 3. Kendall Delmont down the line. Picked up. Bump set. Lindsay Wagner with the swing. Picked up by Furno. Ainsworth. Delmont. Picked up. Here comes Anderson. Back set. Hoffman into net. Ainsworth will win set number 3. 25-21. And Ainsworth leads 2 sets to 1 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
The Ainsworth Feed Mill is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best pigs in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again. GJW and the Ainsworth Feed Mill, putting our local area first and feeding the world.
Buckley Steel Incorporated of Ainsworth. Not only do they offer complete metal building construction for your every need, they also supply your crane needs with their 28-ton crane that can reach 152 feet with just a 15-minute setup. That's Buckley Steel of Ainsworth.
Meals come together with ease and freshness when you shop at Homeland Grocery in Springview. Save money on low prices every day on lean cuts of meat, the freshest produce, plus select quality dairy. Canned and boxed goods for your family at your locally owned Homeland Grocery in Springview, proud to support the North Central Knights. Well, Connie, Ainsworth just 3 kills in set 3. I have North Central with 10 kills, but the scoreboard showed it Ainsworth 25-21. And as we take a look at it, a lot had to do with some timely placements of the volleyball for the Bulldogs. I had only
serving.
Yeah, I only had one serving. I only had one serving error for the Knights. They did pick up what looks to be, one serving ace, but the Bulldogs picked up 4 ace serves.
And then the other thing that doesn't show up is the blocks.
Right. Ainsworth, I had, looks like picked up a couple blocks there by Kendall Delamont there in the third set. And again, right now, if you took a look at the stats, you would say it'd be 2 sets won the other way.
Yeah, it's some of those unforced errors.
Right. I just take a look at it here for the Dogs. They have 19 serving errors. It's 11 for North Central. North Central has 26 kills. Ainsworth has 14 kills. Ace serves. 11 ace serves for the Dogs. Just 4 for the Knights. So that's where a big part of that is.
Big part of it.
Right. But I tell you what a great battle between two teams here. Of course, Springview and Bassett joined together years ago to form North Central out there. And Ainsworth Bulldogs have seen a slight decline in girls going to school, and so has North Central. North Central now down to D1 this year, and Ainsworth falls down to C2. So, Connie, just taking a look at it right now, as I mentioned, it's going to be tough at our end of our game to hand out our first-class auto performers game. We have Morgan Lewis, Dahlia Dearmont leading all with 9 kills apiece. You have Addison Anderson setting the ball so well. You have the defensive play by Laney Pospischel. Ainsworth has Delmont, the 2 freshmen, Carly Craw. It's just going to be a fun when we get done with this one. Nearly an overpass by the Knights, and now back to the Dogs, and now back to Knights tied on the net. And this one going to be put across again by Ainsworth. Boy, good battle at the net for both teams. Here's Morgan Lewis, long. I tell you what, my calf muscles would hurt if I had to jump as much as Addison Anderson did in that just little rally right there in the volleys.
Well, and Morgan Lewis, I mean, she's flying on the outside there.
Well, Ainsworth has started off with the lead in each set, I believe, and it is North Central trying to get one back here, down 1-0. Touch saved by the Dogs at the net. Kendall Delmont with the dump. Here comes a set outside. Morgan Lewis loads up and gets that one.
Yeah, Bulldogs have to be more aggressive in attacking angles. You know, right now they're putting a lot of stuff right in the middle where North Central's defense is like a vacuum. They're picking everything up. So you got to force their defense to move, either hit down the line, hit sharp cross court, hit deep corners.
Yep. Ainsworth's going to get called with the delay of game because North Central ran off late. They brought Pospischel off. They didn't communicate. Pospischel would have been moved up to the front row. And now Ainsworth on the serve up 2-1. Here's Morgan Lewis, wide left, 3-1. You know, sometimes that's what you have your assistants for, to make sure that, hey, you need to go in. That's our ball. Now you're out, you're in. And they got called for a delay, and it cost them a point. Now Ainsworth up 3-1, needing this one on an ace serve by Cheyenne Tipple, her 5th of the match. But again, North Central needs this one to continue their night. Ainsworth wins this one, night's over. See, there's another person we talked about too, Cheyenne Temple. Now, I don't know if I have her for kill. I have her with an ace block and 5 ace serves, Connie. And this one through the hands of the Knights, but then picked up and free pass across. Now Ainsworth to the middle. Delmont punches it across. Caitlin Painter now back set. Morgan Lewis pushes it to the back. Ainsworth now. Grayson Painter blocked back by Bridget Lewis. Bridget Lewis will get her first ace block. And we're at 4-2. We'll see Caitlin Painter come out, and will come Sydney Hoffman. Back to serve, Bridget Lewis. Ainsworth, right side, Josh Goody. Good. We'll just add another one. How good of a back set was that?
That was, and that's what I talked about. Josh took that from right side and cut it all the way to the right back side of North Central.
Brianna Furno to serve. Taylor to pick it up. Tied on the net. Punched across by North Central. Ainsworth has a chance here. Where do they go? They're going to go to Kendall Delmont with the left-handed swing. Now it's set to the middle. Bridget Lewis punches back corner. Right there's Temple. Set back again. Delmont roll. Here comes the attack. Back row. Punch to the corner. Nice job by Cheyenne Temple. Another chance. Grayson Painter with the swing. Got it. Grayson Painter with her fourth kill. And it's a timeout. North Central. Ainsworth leads at 2-1. And Ainsworth leads set number 4, 6-2 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Rural healthcare from Rural Roots. Better healthcare for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Healthcare with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
When you need to find a thought at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in the Conquest and roll on.
Ainsworth Auto Parts CarQuest Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices.
Well, Connie, 6-2. Ainsworth trying to get out of here with their first victory. North Central at home. Of course, first match for them in the year. And they're trying to keep the Bulldogs from going out of here in 4. And right now, Dogs have everything really clicking here in set 4.
I've been impressed with both teams' defense. I mean, North Central picks. It's hard to get a ball down on North Central. It's going to come back some way.
Brianna Furno to serve for the Dogs. Dearmont will pick it up. Set outside. It's going to be swung on by Bridget Lewis. Picked up. Ainsworth goes. Painter. Grayson. Cross court picked up. Set to the middle again. Bridget Lewis this time just punches it clear in the back. Chance here for the Dogs. Bump set middle. Crawl will have to free pass across. North Central to the back. Morgan Lewis. No touch. Yep, I thought so. Carly Crawl walked back to the huddle and said, I touched that. I thought she did too, the way the ball changed there, but they're going to say no touch, and it is. Ainsworth up 7-2. I'm a good lip reader. Trust me.
It's so hard to see that.
It is.
When the ball's hit so hard.
It is so tough. It is so tough. Here comes Lewis. Blocked back by Crawl. Saved. North Central with the free pass across. Set to the middle. Carly Crawl. Flip. Nice pick up by the Knights. Push it across, and it's in for a bump kill, and that is going to be Bridget Lewis with the kill, her third of the night. A couple of substitutions. Out will come Hoffman.
Well, and Hoffman did a good job of setting that second ball when Anderson had to dig it.
Crawl, good set. Grayson Painter with the swing from the right side. Kind of scrambling are the Knights. Here comes Taylor to push it in the back. Set to Delmont. Has North Central scrambling. Good pick up. They'll get a free pass here by Addie Anderson. Chance here for the Knights. Middle. That's Crawl with the swing, and it's going to be in the net by Delmont. And now it is 8-3.
Yeah, this is a nice matchup. You got Dearmont and for North Central and Crawl up at the net for Ainsworth. So you got the two big middles going after each other.
Serving air by the Bulldogs. First one here in set 4. They still lead 8-4 here in set 4. Ainsworth up 2-1. Held. Good set. Punch across deep corner. North Central there. Where they go? They're going to go out to Lindsey Wagner. Lindsey blocked back by Crawl for an ace block. That is going to be Carly Kroll's first ace block of the match.
And that time, Carly extended. She had a full reach, and her hands were over the net. That's what we call bounce block. It just went right down on the other side and bounced up.
I think they have to find Dearmont here. They do here. Right side, hammers it down. There's no doubt about it when she's in the front row. She's not getting 90% of the swings because she can put the ball down. She has to be swinging pretty good. 9-5. Knights trying to climb back out of getting in a deep hole. 7-2. Here's Kroll right side. Picked up by Caitlin Painter. Knights will go out to Morgan Lewis, who's now up in the front. Good pickup by Furno. And a scramble by the Dogs to put it across. Here's a set out. Morgan Lewis off the touch save. Picked up by Grayson. Painter, the ball bounces around a couple times. Picked up by Kroll. Pushed to, nope. Unable to get it across for the Ainsworth Bulldogs on a free pass.
Yeah, on that kind of ball, the libero needs to just down ball it. You know, reach up and swing. You're on the floor, your back row. It's okay.
Laney Pospischel, wide, left and long, serving air for the North Central Knights. Josh Good in to play front row. Out is libero. I'll say libero and libero both. That way we are correct, Connie. And serving air by the Dogs. That time I could see as Carly went up to hit that one, the ball was actually below her head when she made contact, Connie. Like you said, it's all about timing, where the ball is.
Reach high.
Yep.
Reach high.
Here's Dearmont's serve. Nice pick up. Here's Josh Good reaching back. Caitlin Painter with a good one-handed dig. And a free pass by the Knights. Chance here for the Dogs to extend their lead. Middle, good. This one saved. Here's Caitlin Painter. And she's going to get called with an illegal hit.
Yeah, back set, it just kind of rolled off the back of her fingers. So anytime the ball comes to rest, that's a legal hit.
Well, you're seeing some new faces for both teams right now, and I tell you what, tip of the hat to a couple new faces on the Ainsworth side right now. Good pass by Caitlin. Here's Morgan Lewis trying to free pass cross. As I said, it was good. It went outside, a little bit outside the net. And now we're going to see substitution. Caitlin Painter out. Back in will come number 6, Sydney Hoffman. 12-7. Dogs have extended their lead to 5. They had it at 5 at 7-2 and 8-3. A serve for Addison Held. I'm just going to tell you this. You would not know that a couple of these girls out there were freshmen. We're even talking about Sydney Hoffman for the North Central Knights.
Yeah. I mean, they have not let this moment be too big.
Bump set. Morgan Lewis free pass. Held to Delmont. Good! Kendall Delmont with her 7th kill. She leads the Dogs in the kill department. For darn sure the Lady Knights are out hitting the Dogs. Just the unforced errors have kind of cost them in the serving aces by the Dogs. And a serving error by the Dogs. That'll take it to 14-8. North Central.
What's that saying? It's either hit or miss.
Yeah. Here is Anderson to serve. Andrew scrambles just a bit. Kendall Delmont across. Swing by Bridget Lewis on the overpass is good for her 4th kill. They're wearing the same ponytail, and if you can't really see the number,
it is hard to tell.
Morgan looks like maybe an inch taller than Bridget, but it's hard to tell. Oh, I'm going to have to look at the shoes. There's the difference right there. Anderson to serve. Good pickup. Dogs. Middle. Josh Good. Swing. Off the block. Good. Josh Good. Boy, that happened quick. Connie, great pass, great set, and boom.
I tell you, I've been really impressed with Addie Held to be a freshman and running a 5-1.
She can have a great chance. She stays healthy to break every setting record at Ainsworth as that served by Temple into the net. Tomorrow at practice, it's a Friday, pregame before a tournament.
And, you know, she just has such a great attitude. You don't know if she just had a fabulous play or not. She just keeps the same disposition
Hitting air by the Bulldogs, and now it's a 4-point lead for the Dogs at 15-11. Here comes the Knights. Don't count them out.
Yeah, there is that point in time where you want to keep the ball in play.
Held. What a great set and save. Put across by Good. Back set. Lindsey Wagner for the Knights. Blockers there. Here's going to be Hoffman with the tip across. Saved. Ainsworth. Well shot. Picked up. Here's a set to the middle. Swung on by Lewis. Is good. That is Bridget Lewis for her 5th kill. Right now in this setup, the way they have it, you do not have your 2 leading hitters up for. You have Morgan Lewis and Dahlia Dearmont that are not in that front row. And Morgan Lewis will serve her team down by 3, 15-12. Ainsworth on the attack from the back row. Swing by the libero. Picked up. Here's a swing by Hoffman over the block. Held. Goes back to Good. Right side. Swing. Nice job there. Nope. It's going to go just a little bit out of bounds as the young freshman Hoffman couldn't get herself turned around. And it's going to be a kill for Joss Good. Set by Held.
And that's a great job of attacking
the
from
setter.
the right side to attack the setter at right back, because then somebody else has to set that second ball.
Great call there, Connie, with that. Anderson set. Bridget Lewis swing. Well, that one's hard. Good save by the Dogs. And it's going to be a bump kill by Cheyenne Temple. And that for Cheyenne unofficially is her first kill of 2023 for the senior.
I tell you what I like about the Dogs is they don't give up. They don't give up on a ball. And North Central thought that it was down.
Here comes the Knights with the dump set. Held, middle, crawl, swing, touch, saved by Morgan Lewis. Set, Lindsey Wagner with the swing. It's high, and it's out. 18-12. We now have some substitutions coming in. Back in will come Reese Taylor. Out will come Wagner. Out will come the libero. And in will come Dearmont in the back row.
Right, so it's like right now North Central maybe try a back row attack with Dearmont.
Right. Serve picked up. They have Morgan Lewis and Dahlia Dearmont in the back row. And here's a miscommunication by North Central. And Ainsworth is up by 7. 19-12. Set number 4. Ainsworth leads it 2-1 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Your irrigation system needs are met locally by Perfect Valley Irrigation of Bassett. Perfect Valley is your Valley Center Pivot dealer. They don't just sell you a Valley system. They give you the service you have come to expect from Perfect Valley Bassett.
Three River Communications strives to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest fiber technology, offering up to 1 gig internet speed, high-definition cable TV, and local and long-distance telephone service. Three River Communications, your local service provider. Yeah, a big thank you to all of our sportscasters and broadcast sponsors, whether you're in-game or one of our pre-game, mid-game sponsors like the Tri-County Bank. Big thank you to them as they are giving you some updates. So whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance, go local for all your home needs. TCB Mortgage will help you get into the home of your dreams because they aren't just lenders, they're neighbors. Stop by the Tri-County Bank, Stewart, Bassett, Atkinson, or O'Neill, or visit tcbhomemortgage.com. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. On the serve receive. Here is Bridget Lewis with the swing. Back corner picked up by the Dogs. And it's going to be a tip across by Painter and good for the Dogs. That is Grayson Painter picking up her 5th kill of the match, and it's 19-13. It says 19-13 on the board. What did they do? Somebody in the net. Are you okay?
Oh.
I was a little nervous. I didn't see it, but it looks like in the net, so it was not a kill for Grayson Painter. And now we're going to get a point by North Central on the serve there. I wasn't for sure if you're getting attacked by a bee or a wasp. But Connie, we're glad you're here with us. And we're going to have serving air by North Central. All right.
You have to practice that in practice. Take a deep breath.
2014, and now serving air Ainsworth.
Sports psychologists always said you want to take a breath, and when you go to contact the ball, that's when you exhale. Breathe in, lift, contact, exhale.
Cindy Hoffman will come out, and to serve will be Caitlin Painter. Yeah, I totally agree. And, of course, when you're
It's like shooting a free throw.
well, yeah, and when you're at a college, you can afford those courtside colleges. Serving air by North Central. 21-15, Ainsworth, 4 points away from picking up a 4-set victory here. Grayson Painter to serve, and that one is just wide left. Serving air Dogs. How great is it your team can battle so well with some things and just not even really be shook by it. Here's push cross by the Dogs. Tight set on the net, and it's going to be under the net. Yep. Foul is too tight on the net. Foot fault by the setter. For North Central takes it 22-16.
But to tell you how good Addison Anderson's hands are, she put up a great set, but her foot was over the center line. And your foot can be on the center line, any part of it, but not over.
All right, here's a free pass across. Ainsworth has it. Swing good, long. No touch, 22-17. Good out, in will come for no, back row. Here's a back row swing. Furno just wide right. You know what? I like that. I tell you what, I saw a girl that went on to play college volleyball, was a libero for Winter, South Dakota, but man, could she swing. I like seeing the back row swings. Ainsworth will scramble here. Good job by Furno to put it across. Ainsworth up 22-18. Morgan Lewis now up front. Good pass. Painter just a little high. Addie Held trying to get to it a little soon. And how about Addie Held? She's a freshman, and she thinks she should get everything. She's never telling anybody bad pass or nothing. She's blaming herself.
But Grayson Painter took Morgan's best shot and dug it up.
Josh good. Blocked back. That is blocked back by Bridget Lewis. Her second ace block.
Yeah, so North Central was just said, hey, we have nothing to lose. We're being aggressive, and we're going to be swinging. And then Ainsworth has kind of gotten timid.
We're going to keep it here. It was 21-15 Dogs, and then it went to, now it's 22-20 Dogs, and again, a game of momentum. But now North Central has one of their best hitters up in that front row in Morgan Lewis. And boy, is that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, and so, Ainsworth needs to be aware of, okay, where's the hitters? And get their defense set, get their block set.
Anderson is also in the front row right now. They need to know that. Also is Painter is in the back row. That is Caitlin Painter.
Her left back is supposed to be responsible for the setter. In other words, the left back has to bring her defense up and wait till the setter releases to cover that setter dump.
All right, here is Dahlia Dearmont to serve. In play, set. Ainsworth goes to Good. It touches the tape and goes across for a kill for Jocelyn Good. She's coming on strong in the fourth set. She now has 6 kills and an ace block. Ainsworth 2 away here. See if the Knights can get a stop. Addie Held with the service and ace. Ace serve for Held, her fourth, and we are at match point 24-20. North Central needs a stop right here. Held, back to serve. Dogs looking for the win. This pass stays towards the back. North Central really scrambling, and they can't get it across. And the Dogs will win the first match of the year in 4 sets. 25-19, 17-25, 25-21, 25-20. Dogs 1-0. North Central falls to 0-1. And we'll be back to recap it on our end of the game report brought to you by the Tri-County Banks.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from